Whoopsie daisy. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks for tuning in.
How's it going this morning? Crude red. Planning to stream for like an hour because I got stuff to go do. So I'm probably not going to trade anything, but if there's people that hang around for a moving chart, I'll leave the stream up, I guess, maybe. So I mean, I guess it kind of depends what the chart does in the next hour. If it looks like it might pop again, I'll leave the stream going, and if not, I won't. And I might wait to day trade anything till later after I got my stuff done. I have a friend who's a photographer, takes photos and tries to sell them and stuff, and giving him a ride to get some printed off or take some in to get printed off or something. I was with him and another buddy the other day when our other friend saw this cool old bridge like on a gravel road off from the one you drive on, like an old abandoned bridge. It was pretty neat. We went and hung out there, and should have brought the fishing poles, but there's like pine trees growing out of the bridge. So 0.011, we'll see if it can maybe try and hold over 0.011 here. That last down candle did close over that line. This current candle that's trying to be a green one looks like its low is pretty much right on at 0.01098. It snuck down to within these 5 minutes of life here. Blew up the power steering in her Jeep. Oh man, that sucks. If anyone wants to see any other charts, just let me know. I'm streaming in 1080. If this watch list looks blurry, you should be able to see it if you put it on that setting. I got all them other ones in the title there. Well, did you guys resolve your fight at least, or anything like that? Oh man, that's not doesn't sound like too fun of a night, having a fight and then having a car have to get towed. Jeepers creepers, no pun intended. You want to hear something funny? It's this cardinal on this cup. It just reminded me of it. There's this cardinal that for like the last 2 months, other than like a week hiatus, he took off because it was pretty cold out or something. It freaking goes from the pine tree to the window on the side of the house. Just don't, just flies into the window like all day. When there's the hoot owl that freaking hoots all day, you hear my mic pick that up if I got the window open sometimes. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Trade crypto. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, put in a green candle there, close right around on top of that, north of that 011 line here. Trying to sneak to 0115 now, maybe? Just maybe, baby. XYO, yo. Sleeping in's always good. Anybody watching happen to know any news about this here move? Do you think XY Labs has a security in court? No clue. I'm not really sure on that one. Colton, I just don't know, man. The Wild West is about over. All good things must come to an end. Ripple spent way more than XY even has in total just going to court. Was there days of court stuff over for Rapple? XRP. But yeah, your question about XY though, I don't know anything about that. Or whatnot. Dancing a little above, a little below the 0115 area now. XRP fought the good fight, but to no avail. Anybody up in here watching happen to catch this thing or anywhere in this run? Anybody sitting on profit or anything like that right now? Made almost 300 bucks. Nice DS Stellar one. Sweet, dude. Or lady dude or whatever if you're not a dude. Read that it was listed on another exchange. Some of the SEC filing about it, and XY definitely doesn't have enough money to contest the filing. Gotcha. Right on, right on. I'm gonna take a peek at this rad chart real quick. That 40% is poking out at me a little bit. I don't remember what this thing been looking like lately. Oh yeah, just a fizzling fizzler. Fizzling. It's got a serious case of fizzleitis. It popped and just. I mean, it's holding some gains still though. You know, still staying over that 365 area or whatever you want to call it. Trading quite sideways, looks like between 365 and 380 pretty much. Fizzleitis, man. Think it'll most likely crash. I definitely don't disagree. Maybe not crash, but certainly slow and steadily pull back to areas from which it came over maybe a couple days or who knows. But it could crash hard anytime, like up extended after a big push. Hopefully they won't go bankrupt, so you can exchange your coin for XYO. The CoinGecko paper they released a couple days ago. No. Didn't. What's that about? Doing a little looking up what you're talking about on the side here. Yeah, I don't know. It's called. It's a crypto called CoinGecko, and the ticker's PAPER ? That was a song about a cat. Knife crypto by 50% due to oversaturation alone. So, I'm not your robot. A hard 10.8K after the Mount Gox, if I'm saying that right, I don't know. Dispersal 4-year cooldown on crypto market. I am not familiar with Coin Bureau channel. Why do you ask? Oh, cool. Okay. I'll jot it down. I'll check out his content. His or hers. Or schmiminy schmers. What they found in the paper is very interesting. It's probably my favorite video over the paper. What did they find, or what's interesting about what they found? Amount of investors basically same as before the crash. That is interesting. Cruz showed me one time, if you watch like major crypto like Bitcoin or something, how they all kind of run similarly or whatever. especially the last hour of the market, I think, how quite similarly they look on a 5-minute to like the SPY. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess shows people believe in it. Unless the market isn't owned by retail investors. Getting into double negatives in my way of thinking here. Carry the two. Yeah, it goes to show people are generally still bullish. Colton, I would agree, I think, definitely. And yeah, certainly other factors contributing. %56% held by whales. That's obviously big factor of over 50%. But I think, I don't know, I just don't know what I think. Like, just thinking about charts, like a year that all-time highs are broke like 4 or 5 times, like 2021 or however many, you know, maybe 2 times, but like couple different big runs. What goes up must come down. And then you got other factors you guys are both pointing out that I don't disagree with any of. Whale tail. Sometimes whales just go swimming around, they splash their tail, they get some people involved, maybe it's a little pump and dump, and that ripple through that ocean wave just pops right up and works their way back down to reality sooner or later. when you have all the major forums that basically control all the world bank policies pushing for control through crypto, then the major players are institutions. They've openly stated they will control how much you can spend on what and when, how much you can save and earn. Mr. Eves, welcome to the chat. Thanks for tuning in. Is XYO going to keep climbing because of demand? Who knows? Nobody knows. Nothing I say is financial advice. I think it's possible to get another pop spike and climb a bit more, but maybe, you know, less likely. Sometimes these crypto movers, though, they do get another spike, but it happens like half a day later, a day later. So if it keeps staying north of the VWAP, and kind of holding some gains up here, I won't have extremely bearish gut feelings. Until then, the bulls and the bears in my guts can battle it out a little bit. Crude red. Shitcoins will keep moving as long as gamblers are still being born regularly. Oh, well, that's probably gonna happen, so. It's definitely, you know, I mean, pretty sideways right now, around 11.5, but trading certainly, probably this type of trading, true, really, is has a lot of gambler involvement. And if you're a rookie at trading and you're a gambler, it certainly helps if you kind of know what you're doing. You know, if you got gamblers buying at times I might not buy, well, maybe I'd gamble myself a bit, but I did spend like a year straight of 12 plus hours probably of studying and learning screen time and charts and stuff. And the last couple months I've kind of been away a little bit because I've finally been able to walk on 2 feet again. In summertime. And so, now that I'm able to get out and about a little bit again, I've been more just doing crypto. I'm just finding day trades and a little less in the stock market. less to manage and populate, less to keep track of in the portfolio thoughts and things. But I did just hose myself a bit in that regard. I had like some amount of money worth of SNDL before the stock split thing, and yeah, I lost some money out of that. Like, it wasn't cool. Because I wasn't paying attention. Like, I didn't. Poor trading stock management. So that's what I like about 24/7 movement of crypto, and just catching some momentum, getting in, getting out, as well as, you know, currently I don't really have any swing trades because I just am not confident things are going to go up, down, sideways, left, right, or in loops. Generally, overall, in the market of crypto land. Well, I don't know exactly what happened. Like, there was a split. It's never occurred to me before, and so I had like, it wasn't a lot. I had like $60 worth, which would have been like, you know, it was only 30 cents a share. Now it's like 2 something, but like, I guess a split means it gets divided by that number, and that's how many shares you have left. So. I don't know how they work, that's the thing. But if I had been like in past times, like watching another, you know, stock channel all day, listening to what's going on, I would have like been with it and known what to do to not lose money out of the situation. But that's okay, dude. Being on crutches for a year, I'll be in money. I'll be in Mother Nature and lose $40, $50 to SNDL. Oh well. I was gonna do my research on like how it went down and those kinds of things, but like I said, I'm just gonna focus more on crypto and less there. Cause you know me, Crew Red, got to know you very well. Much appreciated all the time, your support for the channel, and you know how go with the flow I am. So it more suits, you know what I mean. Learning the stock market, learning to scalp with low money, so having to scalp high risk and penny stocks, that trading style transitions well to movers for crypto. So, and I can just, like I said, not have a schedule and just jump in and scalp and find a day trade when I want to. Catching up on the chat, Colton. What's a digital ruble? central bank digital currency. Huh. Just imagine, quote, just imagine that you are able to give your kids some money in digital rubles, if I'm saying that word right, and then restrict their use for purchase of junk food, for example. Is that like, you can, like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what said Zabatkin, whatever that dude's name is. Is it like a parental setting on, like, the TV channel? Like, you can't watch these channels, like, here's this card with some digital money, but you can't buy junk food with it, like, and then you go to the fucking store and try to buy junk food and it doesn't let you? Like, is that what that means? Or is implying? Access denied. You have money on the card to spend, but you cannot buy junk food with it. No, no, no. No, no, no. Is this a WIC check? Is this food stamps? No, the WIC checks. I don't know, I used to work in a grocery store. There was one of them that were on paper back in the day, and it was just for, like, moms. Was that WIC? I don't know. That allows them to control all your income inflows and outflows. No, it's more fundamental. My way of saying it would be like, on the right track, but a little, yeah, that. So this here, XYO, getting a little bit of a pullback candle here. We'll see if it stays over 111. Oh, 1-1. Paper money has a spending velocity of something like point. You hear that bird? Digital Orgy. I like that name. Maybe true, but TBTC. "15 people watching. Appreciate you tuning in. If you want me to put another chart up or have any questions, let me know. Worth first rate, you misunderstand the poet. Colton Crude. I'm following along, but I kind of... It's all good, you know. The things you guys are talking about is a little over my head of things I think about. I salivate for charts. You're obviously both smart dudes, because it takes me like quite a while to just read and comprehend the stuff you're saying, so. Digital Orgy says, I had this name since early Yahoo chat days. Oh, back in the days when IMing was a term, right? Before text messaging came along, and then Snapchat and fucking selfies came along. It pisses me off that selfie became a word to this day. I refuse to use that word for a long time. Right on, Colton. I just read the short one there. No worries, just BSing. Right on. I'll read this last longer one aloud here, in case anybody might just be listening but not watching. CBDC is pegged to the native currency value, so it has the same value, but you can transact at a rate way higher. You can basically sell a commodity 10,000 times in the time it will take to settle one paper. Mr. Eves says, so I'm thinking XYO is going to keep going up because 13 billion with a B billion and only 1 billion left. So it's like Bitcoin, there is only so much to distribute. Does anyone know if XYO has a minting protocol? Anybody? DOG, Digital Orgy, DOG says real assets will be behind XRP like gold. Robert Johnson joining the chat party. Thanks for tuning in here, friend. Looks like I jumped in the wrong time. This thing is starting to tank. Nothing I'd say is financial advice. One thing you could do is just cut the loss small before it loses you a buttload more. Find a line, find a line. Yeah, the thing about these juicy momentum trades certainly can catch you in a bad trade. It happens. FOMO is for real, yo. $100 XRP, that lawsuit settlement, DOG. Later, crude. Copium, I've never heard copium before. Confidence in real utility. I don't know anything about the utility, my friend. Catching up on the chat, it's all good, Colton. Who got a big bag? Who got a big bag? I might have to take off in about half an hour or so. Appreciate you guys jumping in the chat if you're new to the channel and stuff like that. You know, I'm trying to get back to streaming every day, but we'll just see how that works out. I probably will again later on today after I have to end the stream in about a half hour-ish. Crypto is very interesting. I mean, I learn new things every day, that's for sure. And when people are active in the chat, it certainly helps me learn things. I'm gonna change the music up a bit and step out to make a coffee quick. Got that music we were just listening to was being picked up by the mic. It's my cousin's band. It was just a CD playing in the background, actually. I got some copyright-free instrumental music here, too, I can do. Oh, sorry if that blew your ears out. Alright. That's good on the tunes? Okay. I'll be right back. I've kind of set out to never say this, but just throwing this out there. There's a button that looks like this. It does help if you push it. I'll be right back. Oh shit. Hey, thanks for staying tuned in there, folks. A couple people hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Give me like about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna use the restroom and that kind of thing quick too. Alright, pulled back to slip a letter under .010. I mean 011. I mean, what the hell line is this? 105. 0105. By the beard of Zeus. Once in a while, after a juicy move like this, if you know what a VWAP bounce is, this yellow line is a VWAP. Sometimes they occur. More often than not, though, I think after a push like this, it might get into a VWAP dance and kind of go above and below it and kind of keep trading sideways and perhaps, you know, kind of step down, step down, step down a little bit over time. But it could pop again, it could juice again. You never know. Decentralized Web 3.0. Digital orgy. Colton's taking off. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Good to meet you. Welcome back anytime, dude. Hope to see you again. Just think money and create an interesting domain name. What do you mean? What do you mean just... Oh, I didn't read this other one either. Here. Look into blockchain domains. 2 unstoppable domains. It's a nice side hustle. I'm not smart enough to do that kind of thing, dude. Like, I'm too technology illiterate. Like, I'm good with numbers, that's why I got into trading, but I pretty much didn't use the internet for about 10 years after college, like hardly ever, until I started trading about a year and a half ago. 2 years ago almost. I don't do the internet. I don't do the email. It's email. It's just email. Always Sunny. Probably one of my favorite shows. Here is the drop on XYO to test the possibility of a VWAP bounce type play out here. If it maintains not dropping below that yellow line, either the candlestick or the wick, I just feel a little better about the possibility of a VWAP bounce. Or at least, you know, it continuing to stay north of it while trading sideways makes me optimistic that it could, you know, if it stays sideways north of the yield line for like freaking hours, but it keeps staying out of the VWAP, then you know, there's definitely some bulls inside the bear pins, inside my guts. Just thinking maybe breaks high day. Probably not by much, and on a brief push and then back under, if ever. But certainly setting up for a slow motion VWAP bounce possibility right now. When I say slow motion, I mean like comparing it to, you know, catching a VWAP bounce in the stock market, like especially in that first hour or something, where it's like a 2-3 minute trade sometimes. You know, waiting for 5-minute candles to close compared to that, but trading that same style of trading can be like watching paint dry, which allows me to focus on a day trade and keep up with the chat while streaming. DOG, it's just a website you go to and create domains of your own that you actually own before they become very expensive. Are you talking about like creating like a domain name, like a website kind of thing? Like a domain name in Decentralized Web 3.0, which is like a new version of the interwebs with like, I don't know, freaking respect to digital currency and shit or something. Dude, I don't know. I'm making myself sound dumb, but I'm just being honest. Oh, NFTs, okay. So it's kind of like, I mean, what can you tell me about Decentralized Web 3.0? What can you teach me about it? Because like I have a friend who's developing an NFT, and he asked me that very question, and I basically answered in the same way I just said, but you know, that's a good way to put it in easy to absorb words right there. Digital orgy, in my opinion. I can kind of grasp it a little bit better now. Basically, the current internet is centralized. My friend who was designing an NFT or whatever, he was showing me some of the stuff. I haven't talked to him for a while. But, gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a pretty clever name. But I was just like, dude, I didn't even know you were into crypto, let alone NFTs and that kind of level. I'm like, you do programming and stuff? I asked him. He's like, no, I got people for that. I hired some people. He's like, I just looked up like who started the Bored Ape Yacht Club and how they got started, and it was just some dudes in an office, and I work in an office, so I'm gonna make one too. But they remind me of Mr. Potato Heads. They're like golfer Mr. Potato Heads. It's called like I can't remember the name. Mark in the house. Welcome back. What's up, man? Not too much. Not too much. I'm not in any trades at the moment because I got some errands to do today. Probably waiting to hear back from a friend. Told him I'd do him a favor, give him a ride. You got out of ETH long, waiting for the next trade. Right on. Did you make some money on that ETH? Nice, 1370 till here. You just got out, nice. What is this you're speaking of, Digital Aura G? Two problems looming, hashtag ETHgate. I'm not familiar with that. I'm definitely, I've certainly got bullhorns when it comes to Ethereum. But I also am intrigued to hear what you're referring to here. Everything ETH that's hot, ENS, Matic, ETH Classic. Yeah, ETH Classic's up pretty good at the moment, I think. Up 7.6% today and at the moment. This thing could be seriously Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall here. This thing could be creating that Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall. I don't think it's gonna come clear back down. But for me, if I was like, you know, if I had tried a FOMO trade at any point up here, if I would have traded the sideways, which usually I don't, man, I wouldn't have let it go below the VWAP to cut the loss small. It's just my opinion. Someone mentioned still holding it. How I trade, nothing I'd say is financial advice, but I would be looking at this 0095 line pretty hard here if I was still holding on a loss. I think if it doesn't stay over that and comes down to 009, we could see a very large yellow down candle if it doesn't stay over 009 in the next like 10-20 minutes. I think it could really drop another significant hunk. And I think maybe now that it's just zipping under the VWAP and there's definitely a lot of people watching it still, there's also the possibility of dip buy coming and maybe it'll not drop. But man, if I was still holding on a loss, I would not be looking. I just would be getting out below 0095 myself. Flare is going to dismantle Ethereum. Flare? You know, so and so, like, for example, on his vest, he has 15 pieces of flare. I noticed you're wearing the minimum pieces of flare. But I don't know what you mean by flare there. Digital orgy. Mark, I won't short an ETH coin. I could turn around and boom up. It's looking like a setup for a pump and dump, short, squeeze up, and then a dump. Flare Networks. Flare Finance. I'm gonna have to look into that. I've never heard of it. Spark token, is that a separate thing, or is that the ticker, coin ticker, or whatever for Flare Networks? It's a big hungry digital orgy. Flare is a big hungry dog that has been sleeping. Oh, okay, okay. Spark tokens are Flare Networks coin. Ticker FLR. Okay, got it. Cool, thank you. Even my fingers have dyslexia. Can't find it on TradingView. Seems like. Have to look elsewhere. Can you trade it? Can you trade it on KuCoin? Just out of curiosity. It's on BitTrue. It's in IOU form. Okay. Okay. Not released yet, coming shortly. You can trade the IOU. You have 70,000 coming. I'm just reading back up in the chat a little bit. Digital Orgy, you got 70,000 coming. Like you somehow through some project, like you acquired them, or like you just like bought them via the IOU form. Could be the biggest airdrop ever, especially coming out in bear market, having clear, smooth waters ahead. Dang. So this thing kind of seems to have some weight or belief behind it. If you bought IOU now though and sold when it releases, I would imagine you could do well because it's gonna pump big time on release. I'm not selling mine though, way too valuable, so you're definitely educated on it. Like I said, I had never heard of it till just now. Mark knows what's up with it. Flare will enable Bitcoin, Algo, Cardano. Algo if you go first. Shit, I did there. Little play on words. A few greens in a row trying to occur here for XYO. And I would say that battle line it's testing right now, the even 1 cent level is certainly a psychological level as well as VWAP type strategies coming into ways of thinking about chart behavior currently, in my opinion. Did stay over that 0095. Like I said, if I were holding on a loss, I wouldn't have let it go below that. So if you're in that situation and still holding, that's nice to see. That's nice to see. Doji. Man, I wish I would have got in Doge back when I first heard about it. Oh man. Like a year and a half ago, like longer than that maybe. Man, when I first started studying up on crypto, someone's like all about it, someone I knew. And I think that was before I knew the term meme coin, or like Doge kind of was the OG of dog named meme coins, like. But I had someone mention it to me at a time where it was still like prior to when it finally got over a penny or whatever or something. Staking on Flare is not going to be like being on an exchange. Huh. F assets. XRP, when it goes, is going to make Doge look like the joke it was created as. Mark, the market is getting volatile. Bitcoin is twitching out. Twitching. This is Bitcoin up here. Got the The RSI and the MACD down there. $21.5K is that battle line that's drawn currently on Big Daddy Bitcoin. Meanwhile, ETH a little south of 1500, which is 5-minute ETH chart here. Got the XLM 5-minute here. Real sideways on XLM. That's like about as flat as a pancake. Oh, okay. Digital orgy. When you stake XRP, Doge, Bit, whatever coin, they're known on Flare as F assets. S assets on Flare. Parrot, Chain, Songbird, same as F assets on Flare networks. Think about Kusama as to Polkadot. Okay. Oh, the S was a typo. Got it. Oh, not a typo. Okay. Okay. I'm learning here. S assets are coming to Songbird Network, Flare's testnet. Oh, gee, I have, XLM's one of the things I'm, like, long on. Like, not gonna touch for a decade long. And, it's at about 22 cents or so it's, like, over 50% down at the moment. But none of those others I currently hold. I've short-term traded XRP here or there. Alright. Mark, great to have you back, man. Hope to see you again next time. I do gotta probably take off in a couple minutes here. Any other questions or anything, let me know. Digital Orgy, welcome back anytime. Like I said, I'm trying to recreate a daily routine of streaming. We'll see. But as of right now, I'm thinking there's like a 75% chance I plan to stream tonight again after I go help my friend out with some errands. Unless he and my other mutual friend are getting up into some things on the river or something. Might not be till I'll stream around this time again tomorrow. But so I'll definitely be back on stream within the next 24 hours. Thank you, man. I'll sub. Anybody else, feel free. If you're new, if you haven't done such a thing, that sure helps with that algorithm and those sorts of things that this world has come to. There goes a little pop. There goes a little pop. Trying to close 4 green candles in a row here on the 5-minute look with a push through the VWAP now. I didn't read this last one. You said here digital orgy. I'm just trying to like create a visual image of what a digital orgy would look like. And no, my mind just went to a couple different places. Anyway, might want to get in some real disruptors now before utility runs. You won't get these prices ever again. Yeah, I might wait this out another 5 or 10 minutes here. In my opinion, it kind of looks like there's about to be a short-term consolidation. Whether it breaks to the north or south, you know, could be quite telling along a VWAP dance. Like, more or less, 0105 and like 095. Like I said, for me, if I'm holding this short-term from, you know, anything where I FOMO'd up here hoping it might crack. If I did something like that and I was still holding, I would not let it go below this. In my opinion, nothing that says financial advice, blah, 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 blah. But it kind of seems like this could be a telling, you know, it's like psychedelic, psychological range to psychological range, sideways action with a VWAP dance. It could be pretty telling once it decides to crack north or south and what's to come for the following, like, hours after that or whatever. Look up orgy. Look up orgy. Is that, I mean, I do know what an orgy is. Unless it has some context in today's technology and a digital facet. I was just picturing like there's like cartoon porn like that, but in a not okay. So there's, I don't know what it is outside a sexual meaning. Well, historical. This may be historical. Excessive indulgence. Okay, this definition might, I think, illustrate your point. Excessive indulgence in a specific activity, in a specified activity. No, I'm in many digital workings in this space. Okay. So it's going along with a definition for the word, probably its true definition before its sexual meaning, I would guess. You know, the definition of excessive indulgence in a specified activity. It almost like rings synonymously with like determination, dedication. Like, you know, I was a wrestler, so like all those things that go into it. Some people call it obsessive. I took it as a compliment. It kind of seems like it goes along with this definition. So, thanks for enlightening me to what the name really means and teaching me a true definition of a word I just thought meant a sex party. So I'm certainly not the biggest fan of Matt Kors, but I do subscribe to his channel and get the notifications because he certainly knows a lot more than I do, you know. But I never watch his stuff anymore unless the title really catches my eye. And this video he just dropped, I might actually take the time to watch. It says, warning, time to leave Coinbase, ? So, you know. There's some reason behind his dropping this video, and I think I might give it a listen, though I'm not necessarily a fan. Oh, good deal. It's only 3 minutes long, too. There's an SEC investigation. From a Bloomberg article. That's a good idea, Mark. Stream the Fed announcements. It could get crazy, but I'm almost sure they dumped it yesterday to pick it up and run away. Hot out? A little bit.
It's cooler outside because there's a breeze.
Ah. What time's the thing today? There's a announcement thing today, right? Because I do gotta... I mean, I'm just doing my friend a favor, so it's like I'm the driver, it's at my discretion, but I'm certainly running late on the time I said I'd be there right now at this point, which I'm pretty much late always for everything, but 3 p.m. 3 hours away, so 3 p.m. Wall Street time. Yeah, the things I have to go do, I'm probably not gonna be back by then. Oh, gosh, if I left like right now, I might be able to get back in time. Today is the most pivotal day. I think, let me go ahead and think about how much time on the road everything I'm doing is going to require. So I gotta go pick my friend up their town. It's about a 40-minute drive. And then take him a 30-minute drive to the place he needs to do his photography stuff at. And he said it won't be long, so it'll probably be at least half an hour there. You have to always add 15 minutes to everything you do with him, like per stop. You know what I mean? You gotta make a stop at a gas station, add 15 minutes to your time. Get back, watch the dust settle, make an entry. So yeah, that's like I'll definitely be paying attention to it, but if I end up hanging out with those dudes, I will just be listening in one headphone while hanging out. Or maybe I'll try and get back and throw it up on stream. But either way, I'm going to end now to keep that a reasonable option. So thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome back anytime. And if I'm not back streaming the Fed announcement in a few hours, I still yet might end up streaming tonight. By tomorrow at this time, post show. Peace out.